back to my channel. This is Tom Zimmerman, living well beyond 50 and enjoying all living sensations that are positive. Glad you can join me. Today I'm actually doing my regular routine in strength training. This year I'm training to go to Glacier National Park for 3 weeks with my sister. I'm going to fly out to Denver, get down to Grand Junction. We're going to drive all the way up through the Tetons, Yellowstone, and enjoy 3 weeks up at Glacier National Park, and that's in September. So I really have to get in good shape for this adventure. So this is helping me stay in shape. It's helping me with my strength, my endurance, giving me enough energy and enthusiasm to do all the things that I enjoy to do. And there's many things I enjoy to do. I still walk 2 miles every other day. I include the stationary bike, and if you haven't seen my other videos in regards to my cycling, please check those out. I have incorporated that into my lifestyle now. It's my childhood enjoyment. I'm reliving it now. Once you know how to ride a bike, you never forget. So I'm back riding my bike. They call it cycling. But I'm not really an expert in cycling. I have my helmet. I have to have your helmet these days. I bring my water bottle. A little plug for Cycle Sport. That's where I got my my new bicycle. And so the reason why I bike is because I need something else to do, and it's really enjoyable. It's adventurous. I feel like a child again. A little dangerous. But you have to be very careful, make sure you have lights on your bike. Again, wear your helmet and pay attention because there's a lot of people, as you know, on the road with their cell phones and other distractions in their lives. But anyway, this is what I do. This is my routine, and I'm just going to go through it. I weigh about 188. I never really got to 190, but maybe because I'm 65 now, I just don't accumulate too much body fat. I eat enough protein and make sure that I don't eat a lot of red meat. I have a well-balanced diet. I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner to keep fueled up for my workouts. So this is my routine. First I do is for my quads. I do not do squats, so this is the next best thing. It's not my full weight. You can do squats with weights. A lot of people do it, but I have no cartilage in my right knee since 1978. It's been taken out, and I choose to do this because I just need to keep my quads toned. And at the same time, when I do my quads, I actually work on my calves. So I do like a tippy toe. Once I get to the top, I extend like that. If you can't see it, I'll focus in on it some other time. So I'll start with 20 of these. I haven't been counting because I'm talking to you all. So, but I have a pretty good idea when I get to 20. When I say that, it's 12. And I try to relax. I just concentrate on my quads now. Sometimes I'll stretch out my arms to get ready for the next exercise, which would be my upper body. And then I go right into these. This is a great apparatus. It's very cheap. I got it for, if I recall, 100 and maybe 30 bucks. They have a better version than this, but this is all I need. It's almost like the gymnast with the rings. You ever see a gymnast pull him or herself up? I always notice the gymnasts are in such great shape, and it's all lifting their own body weight. And again, this is not my full body weight. I have it on an angle. But if you remember my earlier videos, I started at a lower angle. Now I'm up near the top. I believe this is one notch from the top. So I gradually worked myself up over the last year. And as you can see, it's not too strenuous for me. I could put pulleys on the bottom of these, which I probably will do after my trip to Glacier to increase my strength. So I do 20 of these. And again, I'm not counting right now because I'm doing this video for you. So this helps me with my upper body. So I do 20 of those, and then I go from here to just doing my calves. Tippy toes. Do 20 of these. Again, I relax. But if I need, I'll stretch out my arms again, get ready for pull-ups. I usually have music playing. I get on Spotify and play all kinds of music. I just enjoy listening to music when I work out. It's a nice distraction, get in the zone. So from here, I scoot on up a little more, grab the bar, and I do 20 of these. So you pull yourself up, not too fast, so you don't want to hit your head, and then lower yourself gradually. Do 20 of these. And hold. And it's good for your neck muscles too. You can see I'm holding my head up the whole time. And I lift it up when I get to the top so I don't bump my head. I don't want to break the bar. So 20 of those. That's a good pump. Gets my heart going. Now I have my legs and my upper body expanding now. I'm breathing, and as you can see, I was relaxed doing that. As I said, I usually have music going, and it's a great distraction, but you have to make sure you keep breathing. Now during this video I'm talking, so I'm a little out of breath. It doesn't take much. When you lose your rhythm of breathing and counting, that all gets you in the zone. It helps you, and that's a good distraction too, but it becomes second nature after a while. But if you're first starting out and you're new to this, you really want to concentrate on the area of your body that you're working on. Visualize the exercise of what it's doing for your triceps, biceps, your quads, your calves. It's a good way to really connect with yourself. So with your breathing and your focus on the body part that you're working on, then you can put music on. And the other thing too is even counting. For some reason it grounds me, and it just helps me keep a good rhythm with breathing and also the movement. Now, I noticed when I was doing this, I was not stopping when I got to the top, because I was thinking about what I was going to say next, how it's coming across. So it's a little bit of a distraction. Drink plenty of water. It's summertime, so it's a little warmer in this room, so I'll put the fan on right now. So from there, I get the smart bells. Another thing, since my last video, I maxed out on 25 pounds on each, so I'll eventually be getting more weights. So again, I come all the way down to my shoulders. I like to touch it. I keep my elbows in, and at the end I do a little torque. It's like a punch. Everything's thrust forward. So I do 18 of these because now I build up my strength with 25 pounds on each side in order for me to do 3 sets and have muscle fatigue near the end. I have to do more reps. Again, I'm not counting right now because I'm concentrating on presenting this to all of you. I kind of feel where I'm at, but I might not be exactly at 18, but you get what I'm saying. I usually put them down because I don't want to spend too much time with this video. I want you to be able to see my entire workout. But these are shoulder shrugs, and if you could notice my neck, the muscle that pulls my shoulders up are pretty defined, not overly bulky. I like to keep loose. I don't want to get bulky. I want to be able to be like Gumby. Not there yet. I continue to stretch each night on my mat. I don't watch too much TV, but that's where I put my mat, because if I'm watching a baseball game or a hockey game or something special on TV, it's a great way to spend your time instead of just sitting on the couch. I incorporate my stretching in at that time when I'm enjoying some entertainment. So those shoulder shrugs, they're really good after I do the press, the bench, I should say the bench. It's kind of like a bench press. I'm sure the experts out there have a word for that, but I'm a visual person, and these videos are good because if you really want to know the technical term for some of these exercises, you could easily research it. So the other thing I go right into, because I worked on my triceps and my shoulders, now I go into the curl. So I start off like 12 on each. And again, as I said in my other videos, I support my arm against my thigh and concentrate on the range of motion. Make sure I'm working the bicep and only the bicep. Of course, these muscles are working too. It's just to support my arm so it doesn't come out of the socket. Huh. That'd be some video. I'd probably get a lot of likes on that one. Or, alright, I don't know if that was 12, but you could do 12, you could do 14, whatever works for you. But if you're doing more than 12 and it's easy, you gotta up the weight. Again, I started with 3 of these plates. I'm up to the full amount of 25. So I will be getting, I would probably go up to 30 next, and I'll probably will have to adjust to that weight, just like I had to adjust to every plate that I added on. But I'll tell you, it's a great feeling to know that you're building strength adding endurance. It's such a positive feeling knowing that I'm taking care of my body, that I'm able to do these activities. As I say, cycling helps my legs, helps me for hiking, helps me for skiing, helps me with my balance. That's what we want. We all want to keep our balance, especially as we age. We are into the aging game. I turned 65 this year, and I'm in better shape at 65 than I was at 64, and so on and so on. With COVID, you know, I lost a lot of strength and endurance, lost a lot of muscle mass, but I got what I need now, and I'm going to maintain it. So I do 21 of these on each arm. Try to keep your back straight, and you could look up. You could do this with a chair. I've decided to get a bench because I know I'm going to be using it, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to do other things besides these exercises. So as you can see, it was money well spent. And again, it wasn't a lot of money. You can get some nice benches, but you pay for it. I kept a low budget, but everything that I have works super great. Again, I'm not counting. If you're counting, forgive me. That it should be 21 for me. Again, for you, it might be 12. When I get more weights, I'll probably get back down to 12. Because that's where I started, doing 12 of these. Now I do 21. And that's, if you're visual like I am, you know what areas of the body this is working. Especially if you just get weight and do this, you'll know right away. So, close enough. Always drink water, keep breathing. You could take more time in between each activity, each exercise. Breathe, you can walk around, drink your water. If you have a turntable, flip the record. So this exercise I really struggled with in the beginning. Now I do 12 on each side, but I rotate it. That's my Yorkie in the background. It's pizza night in America for us, and she loves cheese. And she gets all excited. I do too. So I'm looking forward to eating some pasta after this workout. My left arm, I'm a righty, and I was always weaker on this side. And sometimes I cheat just a little bit with a rock, like that. You might be able to tell. This one it's like a machine. But I used to be a lot worse with the left. So, hopefully it will be totally even. I give it 12 more months. So, I think that might have been 12 on each side, but all right. Feeling the pump. Feels good. Woo! It's nice, I come in here, I just feel like Gumby, and then when I start working out, everything just pumps up, and it just feels good. I feel more connected. my shoulders, my elbows, my legs, they start feeling like I'm in total control, better balance. I got nice circulation going, my heart's pumping, I'm breathing deep and full through my belly and breathing in fresh, clean air and eliminating all the oxins, deoxifying, oxidants, whatever they are, look it up. So I do 18 of these. Try to keep your elbows as comfortably close as you can. If you ever feel any discomfort or any pain, stop what you're doing. We used to have a saying, no pain, no gain. You feel pain, you could lose it all through an injury. It's not worth it. I'm not a physical therapist, I'm not a licensed trainer, I'm not a doctor. So this is all me, this works for me. You need to do what works for you, and there are so many channels, very educated and trained, licensed individuals on YouTube. You can Google it and you'll get to so many people that will tell you the science behind all this. So I urge you to, check them all out. I'm just doing this as a layperson. I'm talking about living well after, beyond 50, tapping into living sensations. The sensation I'm tapping into is the sensation of feeling healthy, strong, confident, having the endurance and the energy, and knowing that I'm improving my health and maintaining it at the same time. So that's what my channel's all about. I'm just introducing you to what works for me. It worked for you. But this is not an exact science. You have to know your own body. So you have to tap into your own abilities. Identify where you're weak and incorporate exercises and movement that will improve the areas where you're weak. As I said, I'm weak on the left side because I'm dominantly righty, and I could never really press a lot of weight. So I'm not really that strong. I could curl, I can do sit-ups, I can do pull-ups like there's no tomorrow. But there's certain areas that are more difficult for me. So you'll find them and then you'll be able to adapt. But you can improve by adapting in the correct manner. So that's another area that I work on. Again, that's the triceps. The next one is 15 pounds dumbbells. So I incorporated this about a year ago, and I couldn't do 5. And I have it documented in one of my videos where I said I was going to really need to work on this because I was really weak. Hey, I'm only doing 15. Other people who are weight, bodybuilders and stuff like that, and strength trainers that are doing this for a living or are competing, they're going to say 15 is nothing. But for me, it works. And I would have started most likely at 8 pounds if I had 8 pounds at the time. But this is what I do now. Breathe. 18. I grimaced a little at the end, but I went from 5 to 18 in a year. And I can't explain or emphasize enough how building my shoulders up in that exercise, my forearm lift, has improved my ability to do the press, the bench. My shoulders don't creak anymore. They feel so connected. Tendons and ligaments feel great. And again, because I gradually did this. It didn't happen overnight. This was another thing, another exercise. I started off doing 8. Now I do 18. Back straight. Twelve. 16. Burning. Really burning. Yeah. So my second set, I'll do 20 of these. And burns. And I'll do 20 of those in my second set. And then when I do a third, I'll add 2 more on. Sometimes I don't get there. I start shaking. So you may want to have a supplement in regards to being hydrated and also having the right electrolytes, because you're exerting so much energy while you're working out and all that. Water may not be enough. But again, I'm not a dietitian. I don't ever claim to be an expert in any of this. So use caution. Go to other YouTube channels. Listen what they have to offer. And everything that they offer may not be for you. I know not everything was for me. I developed my own style. I have adapted to my body, adapted to the challenges that I have and areas that I'm weak. And I concentrated on improving. And once I improve those areas where I'm weak, I get even stronger in the areas that I have the ability to do even more. And I'm not here to try to impress you, but I'm attempting to impress upon you the importance of strength training. And this is what works for me. You don't have to go out and buy this, but try to find something that incorporates those exercises somehow. You could do a pull-up bar. But what I like about this is you can adjust it. I started off with a level like this, believe it or not. It was tough. Then I went up, and I'm here now. I think I have one more. But I'm going to find out after I go to Glacier National Park, because then I'm going to train for the winter season to go skiing. And I just want to get stronger. I don't need to be enormous. I don't want to be enormous. I want to keep my flexibility. I just want to be healthy. But the rate I'm going now, after a whole year, I'm maxed out on these dumbbells. I could not play around with them like I do now. So it's great. And I'm 65. I'm getting older. Every day I'm getting older. But I'm getting stronger. And I walk 2 miles, no problem. I incorporated a bicycle, and I do 12 miles. I got very nauseous the first time I got out on the bike because I overdid it, and I didn't drink enough water. I was like a little kid. I just kept going, and all of a sudden I hit the wall, and I still had 5 miles left. So I had to regain my composure. I had breathed. I started drinking more water. And I made it home, but it was another lesson. You know, you have to hydrate. You can't do too much too quick. It's like that song, you must have had too much too fast. That's what happens. But You know, we keep relearning that. And you probably will too. If you push the envelope, that's good, but don't push it too hard and rip that envelope. You don't want to tear anything. You want to be able to get up the next day and be able to do another type of exercise. Keep moving. You got to keep moving. Again, I thank you so much for joining me. My name is Tom Zimmerman. Please give me a thumbs up, because when you give me a thumbs up, we connect to like-minded people like you and me. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I hope that you continue to join me, and I would love to hear your comments. Any suggestions you have for me. I know there's a lot of experts out there. You may have not taken too much time to watch what I'm doing, but it would be very helpful if you can give us some advice, you give me advice, and if you have any channels that you would recommend, I'd be happy to check them out. But thank you so much again. Living well beyond 50. Whatever your age is, I hope you're living well too. Thank you. Ciao.